The one thing that Trump understands that I think everyone needs to understand is the United States is the hub of the world economy. We're by far the richest economy. We're by far the wealthiest economy. We have by far the biggest consumer market. So every country in the world, especially Canada, Mexico, China, the Europeans, they have to trade with us. They must. If China couldn't trade with the United States, they would go into a Great Depression. Nobody's really covering what's happening in China's economy right now. The economy in China is crashing because they're not able to export to the United States. Trump is using that leverage. If you want to understand Trump, you really do have to read the book, The Art of the Deal. He understands that when you have leverage, and the United States has leverage over other countries, he's flexing our muscle, flexing our economic power to force other countries to do things that are in America's interest.
We had reciprocity on January 19th. Our tariff rate against rich countries was about 2%. Their tariff rate against us was about 2%. If you looked at the second decimal place, there were about 45 countries that had lower tariff rates than us. Now we don't have reciprocity because we're tariffing everyone, including the penguins who never tariffed us. I do not think Donald Trump shares your view. I think he's closer to Jeff's view. If he did, there is a way to get zero tariffs with Vietnam, Malaysia, Japan, and 10 other countries, which is to join the Trans-Pacific Partnership. He pulled us out of that. That had all those countries eliminating their tariffs to the United States. Two other big problems with him getting a deal. The IMF just updated their global forecast. They downgraded every country in the world. Their second biggest downgrade of any of the major economies was the United States. We're in a war with every country in the world. They're only in a war with us. That weakens the United States. It's going to make it harder for us to sustain this. And by the way, China can sell to lots of countries, but the stuff we get from China, we can only get it from China. We can't get it from anyone else. And then the very, very last thing is your zero for zero deal. Donald Trump, under the law, can raise tariffs as much as he wants. Maybe. We'll see what the courts say. He actually can't lower them to zero without going to Congress. He's trying to go to these countries and say, I'll undo half of the totally unreciprocal thing I've done to you in exchange for you doing amazing things to us while we're suffering more than them. This isn't five-dimensional chess. This is like deranged junk and checkers.